Why do some people grow so tall in life while others barely sprout? That was the question Harold asked one quiet afternoon, as he sat on an old wooden bench beside his neighbor, Henry. The sun was soft, the breeze was calm, and the question hung in the air like the scent of freshly cut grass. Henry, a 40-year-old man known for fixing things and offering simple wisdom, smiled. He looked over at Harold, a curious 20-year-old boy who was always asking about life, success, and how to figure it all out. "Come with me," Henry said, standing up and wiping his hands on his jeans. "I want to show you something." They walked behind Henry's garage to a small garden. In the corner was a young tree, tall and steady, its leaves reaching toward the sky. But beside it was another plant, smaller and crooked, struggling in a space filled with rocks and a brick leaning against its side. Henry pointed. "You see those two trees?" Harold nodded. "Yeah, why is one so much bigger?" "They were planted on the same day," Henry said. "Got the same sunlight, same rain, same soil." Harold tilted his head. "So what happened?" Henry walked closer. "Look at the base of the smaller one." Harold stepped forward and noticed the brick. It was heavy and pressed tightly against the trunk. "That brick's in the way." "Exactly," Henry said. "Every day, while the taller tree stretched and grew freely, this one had to work twice as hard just to move around that brick. It's not weak. It's just been blocked." Harold was quiet. He stared at the tree for a long time. "So, are people like that?" he finally asked. Henry nodded. "Some people grow fast because they're in the right environment. No pressure, no one holding them back. Others grow slowly because life puts bricks in their way. Doubt, fear, bad habits, tough families, the wrong crowd." Harold squinted. "What if you have a brick on you and don't even know it?" Henry smiled. "That's where growth really starts. When you begin to ask questions, when you notice what's holding you back, that's when you learn to shift, stretch, and reach anyway." "But it's harder," Harold said. "Yes," Henry said. "But when this little tree finally rises above the brick, it'll be stronger. Its roots will be deeper, its trunk tougher. Success doesn't always come from ease. It often comes from effort." Harold picked up a small stick and drew circles in the dirt. "So, how do I know if I'm growing?" Henry sat down on the grass. "Good question. You grow when you try something that makes you uncomfortable, when you fail and get back up, when you admit you don't know and ask anyway. Growth isn't loud, it's quiet. It's in how you spend your free time. It's in whether you show up even when you don't feel like it." Harold looked at his own hands. "So I can grow, even if I've got bricks?" "You will grow," Henry said, "as long as you don't stop reaching." The wind rustled the leaves above them. The taller tree swayed gently. The smaller one stood still, but it was steady. Henry stood up and brushed off his jeans again. "Let me tell you something important, Harold." "What's that?" "You don't have to grow fast. You just have to grow honest." Harold looked up at him, surprised. "What do you mean?" "Be honest with yourself about what's holding you back. Be honest about how much effort you're giving. Success doesn't show up all at once. It grows slowly, like this tree. 1 inch at a time." Harold smiled, the kind of smile that shows you've heard something you won't forget. Moral: growth isn't about how fast you succeed. It's about how true you are to the journey. Success takes time, effort, and the courage to grow, even when something's in the way. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it makes your life a little better. Please leave a comment. I look forward to hearing from you.